Hey friend, are you asking yourself, is this what I really want to be doing with my life? I don't think so. I think there's something else that I'm meant to be doing. Welcome to the Painting Your Path podcast, where we have real conversations about what it takes to step out, be bold, and do you. I'm your host, Castillo-Ramsey. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Painting Your Path podcast. I'm your host, Castillo-Ramsey. And before we dive into today's conversation, I wanted to share one event I have coming up. It's my fall equinox vision board workshop. It's a great time to take a pause and ask what wants to emerge in this season of life. I'll be at the Hive, South Pasadena on September 20th from 3 to 5 p.m. And to register, head over to the show notes. So today's episode, I want to start with an honest question. Have you ever had that moment where you're looking at an aging parent, grandparent, or elder who you love and thought, I wanted to do right by you, but I don't know what that actually looks like? Maybe you felt the tug of war between wanting to keep your loved one at home and needing more support than you alone can give. Maybe you felt guilty even thinking about outside care. If any of that feels familiar, you're not alone, and this conversation is you. I'm excited to share my conversation with Altadena business owner Reshma Syed. She's co-founder of Amanah Senior Living, a 6-resident home in Altadena, California. And on the surface, it's an assisted living home. But underneath, it's really a story about how a lifetime of giving quietly shapes our path. What it means to hold sacred trust with someone else's family, and how community can rebuild itself in the wake of loss. So, if you're navigating questions about elder care now, or you just want a heartfelt human story about purpose, legacy, and community, settle in and let's dive into my conversation with Reshma Syed of Amanah Senior Living. Welcome, Reshma, to the Painting Your Path podcast. It's so good to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join. And thanks for listening our story. And also would love to hear from you too, in your background.
Okay. Well, we met at an event in Sierra Madre.
Correct.
And I was so happy to learn that your senior living care community is in Altadena. But before we talk about Amanah Senior Living, I'd love to hear, how did caring for older adults become your life's calling?
All right. Well, it's a long, short story, but what happened was, so actually my husband and I, we really feel we are blessed in many ways because, we have a village around us, we have a community, we have a family, and we have all those people who are in need somewhere. right? And we've worked hard in our life to get here. And with that, we always had in the back of our mind that intention of always giving back a little, a part of us that we built, we wanted to share with others. And how we did that in the last 10 years is really working through in collaboration with a lot of organizations, with a lot of nonprofit institutions that we worked in a natural way. Like every weekend, we would go to a place like Skid Row and do some homeless work there, help the homeless people, and we tied up with Halal Project and other organizations that helped us to establish ourselves, building hygiene kits, and helping the poor with funding them. We tied up with organizations that were working with domestic abuse women, in churches and synagogues, and established a lot of small structural groups of events that was able to connect with the same goal and idea of giving back. So we raised a lot of funds over the years, and I also own a voluntary group called SCV Acts of Kindness. And our goal again ties up to the fact that we raise funds for anybody in need, whether it's a single family individual, a low income family, or an institution such as a school, refugee camps, and refugee schools in Santa Ana, Orange County. So with that in mind, my husband and I were always present with this idea of giving back. Now, with that compassion in our heart, we also took care of our families. So like I said, we are a village. I have 3 children. My husband and I, we live in Santa Clarita. I have my mom who lives with me a year, 8 to 10 months out of the year. And my in-laws also live around, and we see them, and they visit us, and we go visit them every weekend. We've done a lot over the period of time where we understood where our compassion belongs to taking care of elders, taking care of seniors, and it comes very naturally to him and I. A year ago, this really became a calling for us, where my husband, it's his brainchild, where he felt that, why not start an institution that can actually look after our seniors in the community, because we have so many of them. And just the way we would want our parents to be looked after, we would want others, family members and their senior adults in their families to be, taken care of. So just the idea explored, and it's been a year since we did our research, and we brought everything together. And Altadena was our baby, where we really wanted the city to grow with this assisted living home. And here we are a year and a half later. We have a 6-bed senior home in Altadena. It's called Amanah Senior Living. And I'll talk a little more about why it's called Amanah Senior Living. But it is something that we are really excited about. It's something that's very close to our heart. And of course, there are a lot of reasons why we chose Altadena too, which I'll talk about in our next steps. But yeah, so I think that is how everything was brought together. My husband also belongs to a healthcare family. His family, his parents, his cousins, they're all in healthcare. They're doctors, nurses, and have a lot of cancer centers also. So that healthcare background helped him feel that he's a part of it still. And, with our compassion and the idea of what we wanted to achieve from this this establishment, I think it all came together with Amanah Senior Living.
I love your story, and I love that giving is just part of who you are. And you and I talked about aging parents, and I think, and I'm not sure if it's part of your culture, it's definitely part of my culture to take care of the elders. And I love that you're experiencing this right now and have expanded into this 6-unit residential home, which we're going to talk more about. And I would love to talk about the name Amanah.
Yes.
Could you tell us more about the meaning behind it?
Sure. Yeah. So, like I said, and you said it so right, with our culture, we really want to take care of our elders. They have done a lot for us growing up, and this is how we want to pay it forward by being there for them. The word amana itself means trust. It is a sacred trust. And we felt that it is a perfect name for this home because, caring for someone you love is one of the greatest responsibilities a family can have. And you're putting that trust in someone else's hands to take care of your loved one. So Amana is just not a name for us. It is more than that. It is a promise, right? It is a promise we make to other families to take care of them, to build that trust around them, to be able to care for their loved ones with the same compassion, the same dignity and respect that we would want our parents to be taken care of. So in everyday care, this trust is reflected in how we talk to them, we look after them, we understand their preferences, we learn and listen, we value their feelings, we actually prepare meals that they enjoy. We ask their hobbies. We discuss what their routine should be from their perspective. So, not only just the resident, but also their family feels that Amana is their home. Right? So it's not just a name. I think it has that emotional, spiritual, and physical connection that we want to build with our residents. And this is where I feel they should feel they truly belong. And I think that is our safe side to having that name, Umana.
Yes, and it's such a beautiful name. And the community, the space is truly something to be seen. So we visited recently, and I could, like when you walk into a space, you can feel the energy, you can feel the vibe.
Right.
And I love that the space is so nicely lit with natural light,
Yes.
and it's in a setting in
Yes.
nature. And I think the name is so fitting. And I just want to share with people, if you haven't been there and you have an elder who might need additional support, a place to land, to check out Amana. And my next question, Reshma, is you landed in Altadena.
Right.
And as you know, the community is rebuilding from the Eaton fire. I'd love to hear your journey identifying Altadena as the place to land.
Yeah. So, with the idea of opening a senior home, it would make real sense for me to say, hey, let's do something close to home. Why all the way in Altadena? So January of 2025 is when my husband and I really started thinking in those lines. And he actually works in Pasadena. He works for Kaiser, and it has been a regular part of him in the last 10 years to be visiting Pasadena. And he really loves the city, and he really loves the commute, and he wanted to look around even in this area, and I was actually against it. And I told him, why Altadena, why not our area, maybe in the valley somewhere. And we looked around. We really we hopped different areas to figure out and plan. But right when we thought of Altadena, the fires happened in February of 2025. And that was another, weird scenario, because now I'm very certain that why are we doing it here? There's fires and the city is gone. Like, why would anybody want to start something here? But it's a miracle in itself, because we came here and we saw that the street around us and the neighboring streets, there were a lot of homes that were gone, and almost, I believe, 9,000 homes had been destroyed. But this home where we are in Amanah, this home stood right there. It was still there, still intact, and it didn't touch or disturb our plans of bringing Amanah Senior Living to Altadena. Slowly, when we moved around the community and the city, I realized that I was wrong. I really thought that our idea of giving back should come from its baseline, which is, you're again here to give back. You're again here to build a community that's been impacted so badly, where people are shaken up, where they have lost their home, they have lost their personal space, and what better opportunity would I have, or my husband, to build something where there is a complete need and demand for a new beginning. And we looked at the home, we loved it, we started renovating it, we started working through it, and we got so much support. Like the neighboring cities, our residents, our neighbors, and the community centers, the Chamber of Commerce, the city of Altadena, the city of Pasadena. It's a village in itself. And everybody was out here to support us, to help us rebuild, because, I've read in different walls of the streets that we will rebuild strong and we will rebuild together. And that is the kind of, encouragement and strength I saw in the city itself, which gave me so much pleasure and encouragement to do something. And now we are slowly tying up with all these centers, with the senior homes, with the churches, with all the clubs around, and other outreach programs, to be able to give back and build the community, not only for Amanah Senior Living, but also for those businesses that have lost their space, and all the residents that have lost their homes, to build a safe place for them that they can call theirs again. And so many assisted homes have burnt down. Big buck facilities have burnt down. So it's a huge loss. It's a huge loss to Altadena. And I am really happy and proud that we are here at a time where we can all build it together, and look back and be proud of the fact that the memories we created together in such a disaster.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're in our community. And it's so interesting. I've been an Altadenan since 2002. That's when I purchased my home. So let me do the math. Almost 24 years in September. No, in August. My bad. In fact, yesterday was my 24th anniversary of into my house at the time. At the time of our recording, it was yesterday, August 23rd, that I moved into my home. And I tend to just kind of keep to myself. And I know my neighbors, I know certain businesses, but since the fire, I have gotten to know my community so much more.
Right, I'm sure you have. Yes.
Yes, and so it just makes me happy to hear that you came into the community with open arms.
Yes, absolutely. We felt the same on the other side too, with people who welcomed us and made us feel so comfortable to be a part of Altadena. And I think it's most peaceful and serene environment here, and it's great for elders to rebuild their community again.
Yes, for sure. And I want to ask, Amanah is intentionally 6 rooms. Could you share with us the benefits of having this size of a community versus potentially other different living arrangements?
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, I think the most special thing about Amanah Senior Living is for it to being small, and to be able to have every resident, feel truly known. right? So if you look at other big facilities, not that they're doing a bad job, they're beautiful, they're amazing, they're, really flawless. But again, for my parents, if it was my mom or my dad, I would want a place that I can call as home, right? And I would feel less, I think, worried, and I would feel more safer if I knew that they were known in a smaller setting where they're getting that personal attention, that one-on-one care. We really focus on learning about individual personalities here, right? We want to give them a good routine, their favorite foods. We want to recognize them. We want to give them some music to enjoy. We want to have a backyard where they can walk and relax. And the same thing what they would do in their own home, we want them to feel that they're doing it here. I think a smaller environment allows us to provide that kind of personalized attention and to create a genuine sense of community. I feel like instead of feeling like they're living in a facility, I want them to feel that they're living at home, where people know their name and we notice when something is different, when something is wrong right away. We're able to give them that time to chit chat and relax and have their loved ones surround them in a smaller setting, so they don't feel lost or neglected in any way. Not that they would in other places, but it just gives us that confidence that our vision and our mission of feeling togetherness with our residents and that giving them the respect and compassion comes from a smaller space and a smaller setting. So hence the 6 residents. Yeah.
I love that. And Reshma, could you let us know, in your community home, what kinds of older adults would be ideal for your facility? Like, is it independent living, dependent living, memory care? Could you tell us your scope?
Yeah, so it is an assisted living home. We do have caregivers and we have our CNAs who will be responsible for these 6 residents. We've also been approved for our waiver from hospice, so we can include residents who are all seniors and also bedridden, but still ambulatory, right, to some extent. So if they are needing assistance to walk around and we have our wheelchairs, and if they're bedridden, we still be able to provide them with their care. We also have been approved for memory care patients. So if we have residents who are dealing with Alzheimer's or dementias, we welcome them, and we have that ability to take care of them in our setting, where we've made it very comfortable, convenient, as well as safe for all these people to be able to build their friendships here and to look after them. So being an assisted living home, you have that privilege of taking care of a variety of groups of people. So, we hope to be able to provide that support to all types of care here.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And can you share the address of your location so everyone can come out and visit?
Sure. We are at 400 East Calaveras Street in Altadena, and 91001 is our postal code. And it's very quaint home with a big backyard and front yard. So we would love for families to come and visit us. You can also take a virtual tour on our website, which is www.amanahcares.com. You'll enjoy to see some of the photos there and the video already established. But please come and visit us. And, we would love to give you a tour.
Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful setting. And Reshma, I would love it if you could share just a story of someone who you're caring for, whether it's your family or someone at Amanah, and just kind of like what it has been like to work with the older community and keep you connected to your mission.
I mean, it's been a great journey so far. I mean, I can't thank everyone enough to trust us and believe in us to start this process with us. So my own aunt actually, unfortunately, passed away a year ago. My mom's sister, due to dementia, and she was one of the strongest women I've known in our family, and she was almost at a very high position at Morgan and Stanley, and she was working for almost 25 years there. So I looked at her like someone I look up to as a role model for someone I aspire to be, right? And then 6 years ago, when I found out that she had dementia, it really broke my heart, right? I couldn't see her in that set again. I couldn't see that image of her going away from my memory of someone who is now helpless and needs support. I didn't think at that time that we were going to be opening up a senior living home, but looking at her, and when I spoke to her, and she lived in Chicago, so we would speak a lot, often, and she would obviously speak to me about my past, but forget the present. So small things, we would have to reinvent the wheel and remind her of things that she was forgetting. And it broke my heart, right? I was like, no, I want you to be perfect. I don't want you to have these flaws in you. It's not a flaw, but it's like, I don't want to see you in that position where I'm noticing, things are changing with you. Unfortunately, she passed away, and we did go visit her. And I saw a complete different person, who left us. But my memories are still super strong of her being that person I remember. Now, fast forward a year and a half later, I'm getting for our first resident. She's a beautiful lady. Oh my God, she's like our poster child of Amanah Senior, right? She's beautiful to look at. She's 95 years old. She was a dean at a university, so she's very learned and very academically strong, which is so amazing to see. Like the wisdom she has to share. Like my husband and I are just listening to her for hours, and we want to hear more and more of her advice and stories she has, right? She's been she has dementia, so she's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and again, I see that portion of her, that side of her, where she loses her thought process, and she's trying to process things, and she's forgetting where she is. It is a very fragile moment, right? It is such a sensitive time for us too, to reconnect with someone in person, first of all, for what I left with my aunt, and also to be physically be able to be there and give back to her. Now it's our time to test our waters to see what we have in store for someone like her. Amazing amount of patience, the amount of patience that we have built slowly, and the patience that she has shown us. It's just beautiful. It's such a unique feeling to see how powerful the brain is, and in a flip of a second, how things can change in a different way. So it comes with its challenges, but I think my husband and I love it. We love our first resident. We are blessed to have her. She's 95 years, but she's still so young and active, and wants to do things. She wants to get out of her situation. She doesn't want to stay in any way be called as a patient, or somewhere she's not able to do something. She tries harder. We learn so much from it. Like we learn that we can't complain for small things. I mean, what are we complaining about, right? We have so much to be thankful and grateful for. And that is what I love. When I see her, it reminds me, it encourages me and reminds me to feel grateful, to feel blessed for what we have, and also be there for her as a family member. So we've opened our doors for her. We've opened our arms for her. Her family visits all the time, almost every day. We've built that relationship already in the span of 2 weeks with all of them. And we just love it. We love that she loves to eat. We love that she loves to cook. We take her out for her walks. We have a routine for her with her therapist. So it's an ongoing cycle to build her back up and make her stronger than she was before. And I hope she enjoys the time we spend with her at Amanah too.
I love that story. And I think when I visited you, I think some of her family was there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what a beautiful story. And I love that it's a two-way street.
It is.
She's learning from you, you're learning from her, and it just,
And in a positive
right.
way, right? In such a positive way,
Yes,
right? Her words are, you take back with a smile. Like, she loves my mom, she loves my children, she loves my husband. And I'm like, you are so great yourself. Like, we love you. Thank you for being with us and giving us this chance and opportunity to, learn so much from you. So it is definitely a two-way street, and and really excited to look forward to more.
that's beautiful. Well, Reshma, before we transition to what I call rapid Q&A, is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Well, just the fact that, we're here, we're in Altadena, we want to really be there for the community, and we want to make ways for ourselves to grow in future, where we see not only just our residents, happier and families, but also we're able to take care of the community in any way we can. So I just want to reach out to everyone. Please see us, visit us, hear about us, visit our website, and we'll be happy to network and communicate with you and do the best we can in Altadena.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, we're going to transition
Sure.
into rapid Q&A so the audience can get to know you a little
Okay.
bit more. These are easy questions. So I'm curious, Reshma, in the morning, are you a coffee or tea drinker or something else?
That's an easy one. I love my chai. I love my tea. Okay, so we belong to a family where, tea is something that we wake up to. And, in India, tea is a big deal too. And everybody who knows me knows that people call me a chai snob too. In a good way, because I love to critique my chai and I want to make sure it's perfect. But we love our morning tea. So my husband and I are both a lot teetotalers, you can call us. We love our tea.
Love that. And I'm curious, is there a business in Altadena that you frequent or really appreciate?
Yes, I think we got exposed to the Fair Oaks Burger place
Oh,
here.
yes.
Very local to us. Oh my God, they're doing such an amazing job. Not only the food is yummy and delicious, even my kids love it, but also the fact that they're always engaging the community. They're always doing things to build back from the fires. They have so many ongoing events. They have music programs. They have community outreach programs and activities. They're there in every event, actually, wherever I've been to any of these shows and activities. Their booth is there, and they're giving out food. And I love the fact how the community operates with Fair Oaks, and that burger place is kind of one of my favorite joints now.
I
So
love
I've taken a lot of families here there too, and we've ordered food from there too. So I've advertised at Fair Oaks too, and they've been very warm and welcoming. So yeah, I really recommend people who visit us to go and visit the burger place here.
it. Yes, I love them. I've known Christy and Janet for a long time,
Awesome.
and their whole family
Yeah,
is just amazing.
it is
Just
amazing.
amazing.
Yes.
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 How about a current book or podcast or TV show that you're
You know, I have not had the time actually.
enjoying? That's fair.
Unfortunately or fortunately. Well, I love watching shows. Every people know me, like I love to unwind and watch like something on Netflix more than reading a book. But I think I do want to say that I love reading medical mysteries. And one of my favorite books that I have read twice is called Brain on Fire. I don't know
Brain
if
on
you
Fire.
read
I
it.
haven't read that.
Yes. So it was about this lady who went through a lot of challenges in her neurologically, because she went through a situation where her brain was having a lot of dysfunctionalities, which caused people to think that she was almost possessed, but it was more scientific than, uh,
Metaphysical.
strange, or whatever you call it.
Love that. And I'm curious, so what's your favorite color?
Oh, I've been told, which I didn't realize, orange is my favorite color.
Oh my God, that's
So
my favorite color
really?
too.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am more connected to earth tones for some reason. So browns, orange, beige, tan. I get attracted to that a lot. I think it brings that grounding effect to my everyday chaos, and I love those earthy tones. So in my paintings too, which I do once in a while when I have some free time, I add a lot of orange and brown effect and greens, that type of stuff. So those are my colors.
I love that. And orange is known for creativity.
Oh, is
So
it? Okay, maybe.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Yes.
So that's beautiful. And let me see, I have a note here. How about um, memorable advice that you've been given? Anything that you could share?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, it's dark when I say this, but I always think, what will people think of me when I'm gone? Right? So, how do I want to leave this world? Right? And for me, again, it comes back to being a part of something that will make a difference in this world. So, I want to be able to do things that I leave a legacy of love behind. I leave a legacy of a memory where I'm able to be recognized for the good work that I have done by touching people's lives in different ways. And I think that's the advice I would always give to others: is grow and work hard in life, but bring a change too. Make a difference, and you leave that legacy behind where people hopefully remember you for the good you have done, and it'll last you forever, for
Love
eternity.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Reshma, where's the best place for people to connect with you?
I am on social media, so you guys can connect with us on amanahcares.com, as well as Amanah Cares on Instagram and Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn too, so you can pull me up, Reshma Syed, in LinkedIn, and we have Amanah Cares profile on LinkedIn too. A lot of ways to get to me, and then I know I'm always here every single day. I'm coming to Amanah and spending time here, so please hit me up, reach out, and I'll be here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And the last question I ask all my guests, the name of this podcast is Painting Your Path. What does painting your path mean to you?
Well, at this time, Painting My Path is all about building our senior living home, right? I want to paint a path for our residents, actually. And I want to make sure they are happy and connected and they feel safe and protected in our home. It is so hard for families to give their loved ones away. And I know there's a lot of guilt that comes with it, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. And I don't think anybody has the right to judge anyone in how they want to look after someone, and also not shy away from it, because in fact getting professional care is one way of helping them to show them your love for them, right, in a setting where they're able to get the best of care. So with Amanah Senior Living, we don't want to be considered a place or facility where you're leaving your family. We want to partner with you to show you how we can care for your family members the same way as you would, care for your loved ones. So I think our path is very clear. We want to give back for our seniors. We want to build that relationship, and we want to grow Amanah Senior Living to have enough space and abilities to be able to take care of multiple seniors over the period of time. And yeah, I think that is something that we would want to paint our path for the future.
Love it. Thank you so much for being here, Reshma. It's been an honor to chat with you.
Thank you so much for your time. And I really loved and enjoyed this podcast. It was my first time doing it.
Yay!
Very exciting as well. Thanks for your time.
Yes, and thank you to our listeners. And I'm curious, what's your biggest takeaway? Tell Reshma and me on social media. And if you have a question about elder care, feel free to ask. And until next time, keep painting your path. See you soon.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for staying till the very end. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend. If you haven't had a chance yet, please write a review and rate the show. I would love to hear your feedback. And I also have a free resource guide for anybody who is asking themselves, am I on the right path for myself now? Or is there something else that I really want to do? Maybe you're in that quandary. Maybe you're wondering what's next. So head over to the show notes and you'll see my Painting Your Path framework guide. Download it and have some fun. Just start exploring. And thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you next week.